So last week, literally one of the best days of the year happened. Whitney Simmons launched her new workout app. So if you clicked on today's video, you're obviously wanting to know what's in the details of Whitney Simmons Alive App. Hey, but first, make sure you subscribe. That way you never miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into what you came for. I worked out using her app for 1 week already, and I actually used the Alive Strong program. I figured a lot of people would probably start doing the Alive 1.0, and so I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I was just sort of a little more attracted to doing the Strong program. And also I should note too that I did the entire week of the program working out at home. I actually happened to have everything that I needed to perform all of the exercises, all of the movements for every single day. So that is what we're gonna get into. We are gonna get into the nitty-gritty details, so let's go. And for those of you who don't know who Whitney Simmons is like a queen of YouTube for fitness, for food swaps, you know, and eating healthy and healthy lifestyle. She is a super bright and bubbly personality, really bright spirit, and she just will leave you feeling encouraged and inspired and frankly just good about yourself. Additionally, Whitney Simmons is just kind of a revolutionary in the YouTube space for being someone who represents beauty as well as fitness and the fitness lifestyle. And so she is just a trailblazer. Okay, so let's real quick just get into the cost of it. The app for a 1-month subscription is $14.99. The 1 year, the annual subscription is $119.99. Now that is nothing to balk at. That is kind of a hefty price. I have used other really excellent apps that have a huge library of workouts by many people that don't cost that much. I am sure she has her own good reasons to why they made it at that price point. It takes a lot more investment to come from a small team than a big team with lots of resources. So I know that this is her baby, and so it was a lot of work. I'm sure, you know, that she has a really good reason for why it costs that much, but that's like not on me. And so for me to be spending my moolah on a workout app, it's a little ouchy. So to be honest, when I got through the first day of the workout for the Strong program, I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, man, like, I don't need these like really long rest periods that the program was giving me. And so I was like kind of skipping through them, and I can show you here a couple of pictures I took of my watch where it was really kind of a short workout. I still maintained a good heart rate during the workout, but it just didn't last very long. And so I was just kind of like, man, like, is it all gonna be like this? Is it because she's trying to make it so beginner friendly? I definitely can say that like it progressed, and like especially today I just did week 2 day 1 and she kicked my booty. Okay, she kicked my booty. Whew. And I thought it was gonna be just like the week 1 day 1, and no, it was like, I don't know if I'll be able to go potty tonight. Okay. I love how in the app she made the little videos for each movement be multi-view, where it would zoom in and then zoom out, because you could zoom in to look at like details of like, okay, well maybe where's her hands, or like is she actually in between her legs or around or whatever, you know, questions that you might have, you can kind of figure out. And then it would zoom out just for like a broader image of it, which I really appreciated. Room for improvement to make it more beginner friendly is that there needs to be an explanation of the exercise and how to perform it correctly and how to have good form, whether that be audibly or just in a text format that you can like have like a drop down from somewhere on the screen. I think that would be a really good improvement. And just like I thought, I really enjoyed all the different types of movements and the movement combinations that were put together. Something funny that happened though was, I think it was day 4 or 5 was a rest day, but I didn't like, I think, yeah, I worked out on day 4, I think it was, and then I went to come in for day 5 and it said, hey, you know, week 1, day 6, and I was like, no, I think that's wrong. Like, it should be day 5. You're like, where's day 5? And it took me a while because I'm not quite used to the whole workflow, all the different pages on the app. I mean, that's just something that you get used to over time. Anyways, but so it took me a minute to figure out that, oh, I'm supposed to have a rest a day, you know? So not that big of a deal, but it probably would have been more beneficial if where it says that, you know, now the next workout is day 6, if it had said day 5, rest day. I think that would have made things like way easier. Another great thing that you can do on your rest days, or if you just want to like switch up the workout for the day, is there are lots of just daily workouts. She's got, and then in fact, and the other thing is that there's going to be continually evolving as she just adds more workouts into the app. So like all of the ones that she puts on like Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or whatever, like she'll be adding into the app. So the app's just going to continue to grow and get better and better. She's got abs, hit, legs, pull, push, and upper body workouts. I can even do a view all. It actually shows you so what all of the ab options are, and it shows you what equipment you need, how long the workout should be, the workflow of the app, going through each movement, each rep, each set of the workout for the day. Fantastic. It is freaking fantastic. I was super impressed. You can look at your next exercise multiple different ways. Either you can go through each exercise where it takes up the whole screen, and then that way when you go to your rest time, then the screen turns this awesome like violet pinky color. I love the color, and it's really like obvious too when you're going from exercise to rest. Like, it's super noticeable. The only thing that I didn't quite like, she doesn't have an audible timer onto the rest periods or anything that's timed right now. I really, really hope that that'll get fixed, because when I'm working out, I don't want to have to stare at my phone. It's like the last thing I want to have to do. Because you know what happens when you look at your phone? People text you, people call you. You start thinking about what I want to get on Amazon. Like, you get on rabbit trails, you know what I mean? And so honestly, I don't want to look at my phone the whole time. But if we can get some like audible cues in here that just kind of like help you just move through, I think that'll really smooth out some of those kinks. But the way that it does go through each movement does make it super beginner friendly, I believe, because I get workout amnesia. Like, I'll be halfway through and I won't remember what's coming next, even though I've done it twice. Fortunately, I've gotten a little bit better at how many reps I've done, but that's what's really cool, is like the screen will always show you exactly how many of what you're currently doing and then what's coming next. Is it a rest? Is it another exercise? Is it the left side? Is it the right side? Like, it's really awesome like that. Note for room for improvement is that sometimes an exercise is, I didn't do this, but say it was like a Russian twist, you know, 1 rep should often be right, left, 1, 2, 3. It just, I think it would be good, especially for beginners, to have somewhere where you have the explanation of keeping proper form, that you add that sort of a detail just to cover your bases and help people know that they're actually doing all of the reps the way they're intended to be done. Because otherwise you're only doing half the reps, right? If I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is actually only 2. Just a thought. Something that was really cool, several of the days warmed up with a 5-minute incline walk. It had a suggestion on there for speed and incline percentage. Fantastic. Thought that was a really valuable detail to have in there on the screen as highlighted, because otherwise you might just kind of go easy, you know? And I found that to be a really great warm-up. Like, it wasn't too much, but it wasn't too easy either. Another awesome feature that she put into the app, though, is that she put in a feature so that your phone can't fall asleep. This is just awesome, because then if you just need, you're like, wait, what did I see? Like, how many reps was it? You just glance at your phone and your phone's still awake and bright. And so you can quickly see how many reps or what it was or how it's being done. And you're not having to go touch your phone, wake it up, take that time, that interference that causes. So that was a smart little feature to add. Love the color scheme that she chose and the fonts and everything. It's very catchy, trendy, cutesy. Love it. Love it. I think it's super cute. Hey, if I didn't mention it, make sure you go down and you hit that subscribe and that bell as well. That way you never miss any of my future videos. Make sure you hit that like button as well if you think you vibe with me. No, if you enjoyed today's content. So the summary for the Whitney Simmons Alive app. Is it beginner friendly? Yes and no. I do believe the areas where I would say no to will be fixed probably pretty soon. I have faith in her and her team. Is it worth it? Is it worth the money? That's a totally subjective question, and I find that kind of like hard for me to answer for you. I would kind of compare it to, like, if I'm gonna get a workout program from someone else, it's probably gonna cost me a lot more. There is the comparison of other apps that I've used that are really good and have huge libraries of programs, people, features, all of that. And so, you know, that is something that I take into consideration, which kind of pushes me to say that this is a little pricey for that, but that's just my preference, and I can't even say that that's necessarily going to mean that I won't spend that. Oh, you know, and another feature that would be really cool that to see in a fitness app, and even cooler to see in her Alive app, would be being able to track my strength. So when I'm doing the hip thrusts or the DLs or squats, I can enter the amount of weight that I'm lifting every time, and when I come and do that exercise again, that it loads the previous weight that I did. That way I can visually see the progress in my strength through the program. So that's something that I just desire. It's not even something that you see a lot with fitness apps. It's just a feature I would really appreciate. All right, guys. Well, that is my take, my experience on the Whitney Simmons Alive app. I really like it. I plan on keeping it. I'm definitely wanting to finish the 8 weeks, so I now have 7 weeks left of the Alive Strong program. Hey, make sure you go down there and you subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and ring that bell. That way you never miss any of my future videos. Until next time, stay well, stay blessed.